tutorials, and I wish you guys a happy new month. And in this video I will show you guys how to pattern your poster area in two methods ways. So the first method, I'm using this light wording. It's very light and soft, so I'm going to fold it into two as you have seen me doing so, and place my paper. My paper doesn't have any sewing allowance on it. It's exactly my measurement that is on the paper, so I'm going to place it on top of it and tracing it to the underbust. So I'm stopping at the underbust. I'm not going to cut through past the underbust, so I'm folding the excess inside. As you can see the way I'm doing it. So I'm going to fold it inside and use the thing to hold it together. After that, I will now start cutting it. After I done cutting it, I'm going to repeat the method on the side fronts also. So I'm going to place this on top of my wording and fold it inside from the underbust line. So after that, I'm going to start cutting it. After I'm done cutting it, I wanted to give it a round shape at the side. So I'm going to curve it by coming in 1.5 at the side and curve it see the way I'm doing it. Just come in by 1.5 there and use it as a guideline to curve it. So just pay attention to what I'm doing. Curve it like that. I'm so sorry that my camera is not picking out the color of my chalk. So just curve it like you see me doing so. After done cutting it, I'm going to notch the upper part, because if you don't notch it, it's going to be really hard to differentiate when you are placing it on the fabric. So I'm going to place it on the paper now to see how everything is turned out. So you can see how it is. My wording stop at the underbust. It's not a full wording. It stopped at the underbust line and it doesn't reach the full side of the pattern. So the next thing I'm doing now is to place it on the fabric. And make sure that the shiny part is facing toward the wrong side of your fabric. The next thing I'm going to do now is optional. It's not a must that you must do it, but this is the method that I only use and I find it make my work neater. So what I have to do now is to place my interfacing on top of the wording. So the wording is going to be in between the fabric and the interfacing. So you can decide to do your own. First of all, place your interfacing on the fabric before you put your wording, but this method it's easier for me and it make my work neat. So after I'm done placing my interfacing, I'm going to take it to the iron board and iron it together. So after I'm done ironing, this is what it's looking like right now. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to pin it together and go and stitch it. And the reason why I didn't have my stitch allowance when I'm cutting the wording is because it's going to guide you where to sew when you are sewing it. You can see the lines that is there. It's going to guide you and give you a perfect nice shape. At once that you sew it like this, you are going to get the curve perfectly. So after I'm done pinning it, I'm going to take it to the machine to go and stitch it together. So this is what it's looking like. So this is what I'm talking about. You can see I sew straight when my wording stopped. So it's giving me a nice and perfect stitches. So the next thing I'm doing now is to notch my underbust and make sure that I don't notch through your straight stitch allowance. So guys, before I show you guys behind the thing how I normally iron my bustier, before then I'm going to use a paper stick. This is a paper stick, the light one and very soft. So I'm going to fold it and then I'm going to cut like a round shape. Just look at the way I'm doing it. I'm folding into 3 or 4 or 5. So after folding it, I'm going to like cut a round shape. Just look at the way I'm doing and pay attention to it. There's no exactly measurement of how to do this, but it also depends on your bust measurement that you are working with. So there's not exactly measurement. I'm just like cut it out, and if it's too big, I'm going to reduce it. As you see me doing here, it's too big, so I have to reduce it into a small shape. So I think I'm okay with the size, so I'm going to cut it as small as possible. So I wanted to cut like a 20 or 18 pieces. So I think I'm okay with this now. So let's move to the iron board. So I'll be using my boss arm to iron it, and I made this thing by myself. So let's move right into it. So I'm going to place my bustier on top of it and then start the ironing it. You can see I open my stitches allowance and start the ironing. I'm using my hand to hold the iron point together with the fabric. After I'm done ironing the cuff area, I'm going to iron the remaining one flat from the underbust down. From the place that I notched at my underbust line, I'm going to iron the remaining one flat. So guys, after I'm done ironing it, this is what it's looking like, and this is my first method of ironing my bustier. So you can see how nice it is and how curvy it is, but I'm not okay with it. So I'm going to show you guys the second stage that I normally use when I'm ironing my bustier. You can see the paper stage that we cut and started. So I will start to place it on top of it. I'm using my iron to mold it, like using my hand and the iron to start like give it a curve. You can see the way I'm doing it. So I use this method on even though if I'm working with a corset. So I also use this type of method on it. So it makes my work, it makes your cup looking nice and more curvy and give you a nice shape. You don't even really need your bra cup, but we are okay with it. You can also use a bra cup with it, because after I'm doing this type of method, I'm still going to add my bra cup on the lining, not on the fabric. So the bra cup is going to be on the lining, and I use like a 9 on one side and also use 9 pieces on one side and also use 9 pieces on the second side of it. So you can also use like 15. It depends on how thick your inches is to do. So start placing it and use your hand to mold it, like to move it around and start molding it. After I finish with the first side, I'm going to move to the second side. So start placing your paper and start using your iron to mold it with your hand. So after I'm done with the second side, as you can see at the center, there's no paper stay on it. So I'm also going to cut like a straight one and start putting it on it. That one is also going to be exactly numbers that I use on the cup area. You start placing it and using your iron to press it together. And don't do a lazy work. You can't do it like you can't put everything together at once. You have to be putting it one after the other and using your hand and your iron to give it a shape, perfect shape that you wanted. Using your hand and the paper stay and the iron to give it the shape that you want. Don't put everything that is really work and it's not going to come out nice. So after I'm done with it, I'm going to like trim out the excess that I'm seeing there. So just trim it. Just trim out the excess that is there. And see. Trim it out. So there's no how everything can be equal. Just trim it out from the underbust. So after I'm done trimming out, I'm going to like iron the front side also. Iron it very well. So after ironing it, you can see the cup, like it's giving me a round cup shape at your bust area. Make sure you give it a good press and trim out the excess from it. So this is what is looking like. What do you guys think? You do the first method, which is this one, or the second method, which is this one? What do you guys think about it? Are you guys going to try it out? If you're going to try it out, don't forget to leave the comment section. Give my video a thumbs up, and also whenever I post a new video, you'll be notified. So guys, see you guys in my next video.